Hello everybody, welcome to KSI Data Research. I am using the SQL Server Management System. Today our tips, SQL interview tips is 02. What is the purpose of the identity property in SQL Server? Okay, so the answer is identity automatically generate unique numeric value for new row inserted into the table. It is commonly used for primary key column. Okay, let's see in practically. I'm going to create one small table, and that table is going to be created inside the practice database. Okay, so let's create the table, create table, and table name EMP, and we insert some rows. So the column would be ID. We can put integer, and then we can go name, worker, and then we can also use salary, money. Okay, so this three column should be enough. So now if I execute this table and if I wanted to insert some data, I have to put the value for ID, for name, and for salary. But if I use identity column, I do not have to put any value for ID. So I just have to put over here identity. Okay, identity, and then you can put some parameter. It can be started with a 1, that is seed, and then it is increment by also 1. Okay, so like that. Okay, so now if I create this table, see this table was created inside this practice database now. So now if I wanted to insert some data, insert into EMP and values. So we can put for ID, I do not have to put anything here. I just have to put name, and then we have to put for salary some value. Okay, so now if I execute that 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So now if I wanted to see the results, select all from EMP. So now if you execute and see the results, you're going to see it is run 5 times and it started with a 1, that is seed, and increment by 1 also, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, this is also fulfill the primary key constraint. Okay, so now if I wanted to change anything over here, so we can do that. So in that case, I'm just going to drop the table and recreate the table, okay, by changing the value over here. Say for example, I wanted to start it with 100 and increment by 5. Okay, so now if I create this table and then run this, try to insert some data again 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now if you look at the results, see, now you can see it is started with 100 and increment by 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so this is going to be very much helping for you if you use identity in your column. So it will help you to create the primary key constraint, and also you can it won't be, your workload will be less. Okay, so I think you clearly understand the identity works. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for watching.